Spider-Man: No Way Home is a forthcoming American superhero film co-produced by Columbia Pictures and Marvel Studios and distributed by Sony Pictures. It is based on the Marvel Comics character Spider-Man. It will be the 27th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the sequel to Spider-Man: Homecoming 2017 and Spider-Man: Far From Home in 2019. Spider-Man: No Way Home is one of the most eagerly anticipated films of the year. As one of the few solo series to achieve the status of a trilogy, the stakes are high for Spider-Man, who found himself in a pickle after his secret identity was revealed in the cinematic moments of Far From Home. Jon Watts, who helmed Spider-Man: Homecoming and Spider-Man: Far From Home, is back to direct the picture. Chris McKenna and Eric Somers wrote the screenplay, and they previously collaborated on Homecoming, Far From Home, and Ant-Man and the Wasp. All of the MCU Spider-Man films have felt like a coherent entity so far, without being dull or monotonous, thanks to the consistency. In his sixth appearance in the MCU, Tom Holland will reprise his role as Peter Parker, Zendaya as MJ, Jacob Batalon as Ned, Tony Revolori as Flash Thompson, and Jory Rice as Betty, and Hannibal Buress as Coach Wilson, J.B. Smoove as Julius Dell, Marissa Tomei as Aunt May, and Jon Favreau as Happy among the cast members who've returned. J.K. Simmons has hinted at a comeback of J. Jonah Jameson, the editor of the Daily Bugle, who disclosed Peter's true identity to the world. Doctor Strange will be played by Benedict Cumberbatch in Spider-Man: No Way Home. What part he will play in the plot has yet to be revealed. Doctor Strange in Marvel Comics casts a spell that causes everyone to forget Spider-Man's true self after it is exposed. It's entirely feasible that he'll play this character in Spider-Man: No Way Home. This could work and restore normalcy, but if it works too well and causes Peter's friends to forget he's Spider-Man, it could bring both anxiety and comedy. Given the setups in WandaVision and Loki, as well as the title of the forthcoming Doctor Strange picture, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, it's also likely that Doctor Strange is Peter's introduction to the multiverse. Other verified casting disclosures support the hypothesis that Doctor Strange may have played a role in introducing Peter to the multiverse, at least in part. Jamie Foxx will reprise his role as Electro, the same Electro he played in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 in 2014. Andrew Garfield starred as Peter Parker in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is not part of the MCU. So how does Electro end up in the universe where Tom Holland is Peter Parker? And what role does he play in the story? Electro isn't the only Spider-Man villain who will be making a comeback. Doc Ock will be played by Alfred Molina, who previously appeared in Spider-Man 2 in 2004. Spider-Man 2 starred Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker and was not part of the MCU. Molina says he was reminded that no one actually dies, as he will be taking up where his character allegedly died in Spider-Man 2. Given that Molina hasn't portrayed Doc Ock in nearly 2 decades, it's likely that he'll be digitally de-aged for his cameo in Spider-Man: No Way Home. The hypothesis that the multiverse would play a role in No Way Home feels all but verified, now that 2 villains from 2 distinct Spider-Man continuities have been revealed to have a role in the Spider-Man continuity. Over the course of production, there have been numerous other reports concerning casting that hint to the multiverse. The one with the most substance appears to be that of Willem Dafoe's portrayal of the Green Goblin in Spider-Man 2. Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst, and Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone, all of the Peter Parkers and love interests from the various continuities have been speculated to appear in the film, but they have all laughed off the reports so far. In terms of the film's premiere date, Spider-Man: No Way Home is the 3rd installment in the MCU-based Spider-Man franchise, starring Tom Holland as Peter Parker. Despite the fact that filming was delayed due to COVID-19 constraints, it was still able to begin in October 2020 and finish in March 2021. The film is scheduled to be released on December 17, 2021, at the conclusion of this year. Fans are looking for a trailer to be released as soon as possible. The Spider-Man Far From Home released its first trailer barely 2 months before it opened in theaters. So don't be shocked if No Way Home takes a similar tactic to keep the plot's intrigue alive as long as possible. Virtually little information concerning the plot has been confirmed. There have been 3 official photos issued, all of which Peter, MJ, and Ned, and disclose very little about the plot. The majority of the material available to fans has come from a small number of behind-the-scenes photos from the set, as well as merch and toy leaks. In regards of photos, in January, images of a scene being shot on a snowy New York City street were revealed. Peter has been seen walking in the street with a piece of paper, then entering a Christmas-themed business where MJ can be seen. This indicates that at least some of the film will take place over the Christmas season. Other images show Spider-Man chasing after a villain who, according to Tom Holland, is performed in a cameo appearance by his younger brother, Harry. Because there is currently no official storyline summary of Spider-Man No Way Home, everything that follows is an informed estimate based on prior knowledge. The third Spider-Man film will almost probably address the fallout from the events of Spider-Man Far From Home, in which Mysterio accused Spidey of being a drone-controlling terrorist, and J. Jonah Jameson appeared to divulge the superhero's true identity as Peter Parker. We can only conjecture on how this will play out on screen for the time being, but the impact on Peter's life is likely to be a significant story point in this picture. Powerful magic was employed to make everyone forget when Peter disclosed his identity in Marvel Comics' Civil War storyline. And talk is rife that Doctor Strange could perform something similar to help him out of his public identity issue in the MCU. We'll have to wait and see on that one, but at the very least, a link between No Way Home and the second Doctor Strange film has been established. Meanwhile, the title No Way Home most likely refers to Peter's inability to keep his friends and family safe, now that his true identity has been discovered. Although, fans are making a lot of assumptions, but it seems hard for Spider-Man No Way Home to juggle all the suspected stories in one condensed film. A trailer would go a long way toward revealing what to expect from Spider-Man No Way Home, which is set to release in December. Let's hope it'll be available online soon. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Let us know what you think will be in Spider-Man No Way Home down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of our next videos, and I'll see you in the next one.